Hey everybody, I hope the lighting is okay. Bear with me. Welcome, happy Sunday. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day so far. It's been a little rainy here in Orlando, but we need the rain, so I'm happy for it. Okay, so I am going to talk tonight about body image, and it kind of is an oxymoron since I just finished my workout, but I did want to talk about it because I feel like, we compare ourselves to what's in the magazine, and we teach that to our kids, and we try and hold ourselves to higher standard, or maybe we completely go the opposite direction to self-sabotage ourselves because we can't keep up with that image that's in the magazines. And so I wanted to talk with you guys about it because if you're like me, you've probably experienced moments in your life where you thought, gosh, I can never reach that perfect figure, and I have cellulite, and I've got wrinkles, or I've got rolls or excess here or there, and I just cannot seem to lose enough or firm up enough to look like the girls in the magazine. And I know that we all teach ourselves that from the images that we see on the internet and the images that we see in fitness magazines and things of that nature. And we compare ourselves to this tiny fit person. And there's nothing wrong with those people being tiny and fit people because we're all unique and we're all built different. The thing that I want to make sure that we educate one another on is that some of the times that we see people in magazines is that they're airbrushed to look like they have no flaws whatsoever on their face or whatever. And my hope and my goal and my dream is that every one of us learns to fall in love with our bodies for who we are today. Doesn't mean don't seek to improve yourself. I think there's always room for improvement in every area of our lives. But I don't think that we've got to live up to this image that's unattainable. And I think it's the same whether it's youth comparing ourselves to a magazine or what's on Facebook these days, sometimes photoshopped or edited videos. But it also is talking about let's say if you're an older person like I am at 52, we're looking at people who are having Botox injections and facelifts and neck lifts and at the age of 60 or 70 and trying to look like they're in their 30s. And what happens is that we as a society look at those people and we say, wow, they're aging, they look so old, or wow, they've had all this work and they look not very good. But we put pressure on people to look good. And the thing is that I think that we need to really start looking at people from the inside out, what's in their heart, not what's on their face, not what's on their figure. And I know that that's easier said than done because we're a very visual society. And I don't think it's just men these days, I think it's women as well. And women critique other women. We put other women down on a regular basis, which I think is really sad. It really is something that I hope one day that women will start to lift one another up and be a bigger support system, but we're the first ones to tear one another down. Oh, look, she's gained weight, or oh, look, she's got wrinkles, or oh, look, she's had this or whatever. And I just think it's sad. And I think if young girls are raised that way, it just perpetuates things. And so I really hope and pray that we learn to build one another up. I think the only person's body image you need to be concerned about is yours and nobody else's. You don't need to look like what's in the magazine to be lovable, to be beautiful, to be special, to be admired, and to be sexy. You don't have to do that to be sexy. I think the sexy comes from inside. It comes from your confidence. Now, I'm not going to say that we shouldn't take care of ourselves, and for each person that is different. But I do believe in, for me, working out and eating healthy because I know I feel better when I do that. And I'm not trying to reach any level of perfection, and I'm not trying to keep up with anybody else, but I am trying to do the best that I can do to keep myself healthy. And I don't mean just physically healthy. I do have physical goals, but I mean healthy from a standpoint of nutrition. I want to feed my body well. I want to live a long time, and I want to live as healthy as I can. And I want to be as free from diabetes and heart disease and cancer and everything that I can be free from as much as I can. And the only way I'm going to be able to attain that is to just, and I might not be able to attain it, but the best way is to pray and then eat healthy and exercise and have less stress and sleep better, and all of those things contribute. Your journey is different. Everyone's journey is different. And so I feel like we just need to stop comparing ourselves to other people. We need to stop comparing ourselves to what's in a magazine and to say, I'll never look like that. You don't have to look like that. You just have to look and feel the best that you can look and feel. And the one thing I found is, this is just kind of going back for a second, but if you know of anyone who has lost an enormous amount of weight, and that could be 50 to 100 pounds, that's not even an enormous amount of weight, but they've lost a lot of weight, they start to feel more confident and more sexy and more physically able to do more, and then they take on more challenges. They start doing 5Ks and marathons, half marathons, and then they start, doing all kinds of activities that they never thought that they would ever do. It's because they start to feel better, not just about their physical being, but they're lighter and they're able to do things a little more, and they're not in their way. They're not as exhausted. They're just not feeling the physical and emotional weight that brought with them. So that just helps perpetuate better change in their lives, which I feel like has a ripple effect or a trickle down effect. And I'm not saying that has to be your journey. What I'm saying is that if we can grow in our confidence and our belief and our faith in ourselves, whatever that means, if it's physical, it's emotional, it's spiritual, it's career, whatever that does to help you feel better about yourself, that's all you need. You need to know you're beautiful, you're special, you're awesome and wonderful, how you are today, not the same as what's in a magazine and airbrushed. And there is no such thing as perfection. Your wrinkles are beautiful. Your crow's feet or your wrinkle right here is beautiful. Your teeth being imperfect are beautiful. Whatever it is that you have, my hair is not so great, but for me it's beautiful. Whatever it is, all the things that you think are flaws, turn that around and just remind yourself that you are beautiful, you are special, you are awesome, and you're wonderful just how you are. You have a beautiful gift to give, and I want you to share that. I want you to find the sexy in that, and that sexy, as I said before, comes from the confidence that you have within you, that you exude outwards. If you see or talk to a lot of those models that starve themselves to get to where they are, first off, they're not healthy. Second, they're not happy with how they look. And then a lot of times they're depressed. They don't feel like they're deserving of love. They're not as confident. So what's the difference? They've starved themselves. They've made it big. They've made great money, and yet they don't feel good about themselves. So again, that comes from the inside. It's not from this view of perfectionism that you want to have to try to attain. And there's no way that everyone's going to be a size 2. God didn't create us to all be a size 2. I've been a size 2 and I've been a size 12. So I know the difference. I know how I felt at a size 2 and I know how I felt at a size 12. And what works for me is to be between a 6 and an 8, and I'm perfect there. I'm fine there. I don't have to be a 2 to feel good about who I am. I do like to, work out. I do like to feel good. I do like to see my muscles improve. That's what makes me feel good. That's something I enjoy. It has nothing to do with perfectionism. It has nothing to do with trying to compete with anyone else. It has nothing to do with trying to prove anything. It just has to do with me feeling good about myself, and I enjoy it. And if you don't, it's okay. You do you. So I just really want to encourage you to think about when you see those people in the magazine, the things that might not be real, and then think about how they feel about themselves, and how you can feel better about yourself. And if you don't have a good support system and you don't have people that are building you up in your life, then you need to get better friends and you need to ask for more support from people. You need to let them know that sometimes it's really great to hear I'm beautiful, or to hear that you're special, or to hear, have a reminder of the value that you bring to the world. So I hope that helped. I apologize, I didn't have my notes with me, but I just kind of wanted to touch on body image, and it came up in a conversation I was having with someone the other day, and it just made me think about the things that the really crazy competitive pictures we give ourselves and we give our children of what to live up to, and it's just imperfect. So so go out there and love who you are, love all of the flaws about you, flaunt them, enjoy them, find your sexy in your confidence, and go out there and share it with someone special. All right, guys, have a great one, and we'll talk to you again soon. Bye.